Honestly, I don't know why it took me so long to do this, but I'm going to share with you a tool that I stumbled upon, which I started using in terms of a replacement for ChatGPT. If you're not subscribed to ChatGPT, you'll notice that you have to actually pay like a monthly subscription to upgrade to use GPT-4 inside your browser. But there is a workaround. If you are using OpenAI for your own side projects, which I am using for Project Planner AI, I'm also using for icon generator, and I use it for a bunch of different experimentations. If you have an OpenAI key, you can actually take that key and plug it in to an existing UI, which is open source, called chatpad. So on this GitHub repo, if you scroll down here, you'll see that this is a free and open source tool which allows you to communicate with the OpenAI, but you can also use GPT-4 in your communication. So for example, over here, you can self-host it with Docker. I'm always very cautious about taking an OpenAI key and putting it in an online site. So for example, they do have chatpad.ai where you can go over here and enter your API key. I don't really like that idea. So instead, I would recommend going to this repo. You can copy this, and if you have Docker desktop installed or whatever, you can just go ahead and run it, and that's going to spin up a chatpad instance locally for you. All right, so now we have chatpad AI open, and I actually have my API key set up. You set up your API key, you just go to OpenAI, you go to keys, you create one, you copy it, and you paste it in here. They also have a desktop app, which I haven't really tried out yet. I'm okay just using the web app. So here's the chat interface. Down at the bottom, you have the ability to select different characters. So for example, over here, there's one called a marketing expert. So I selected the marketing expert. And then for tone, you can change like how it kind of talks back to you. So let's do joking, and let's style. Let's do satirical. For format, I'm going to say explain like I'm 5, right? So that kind of probably creates the chat context for you. And then as you ask your message down here, your response will be based on that. Now, the main reason I'm using this is because I have access to GPT-4 out of the box, unlike ChatGPT where I have to upgrade to Plus. Now, I do think there's some additional things you're missing out on if you don't upgrade. Like I think there's like images can be processed here. I don't think you have the access to do that here. I could be wrong, but let's just go ahead and ask it a question. What is the best UI framework I should be using? Everyone says React is the best, but are they correct? Question mark. Let me zoom in a little bit. And as you can tell, the response is giving back is very satirical and kind of funny. I mean, it's kind of weird, honestly, if you read through this, like the first sentence, kind of strange. Another cool thing I like about this is as you're using it, it kind of gives you a rough estimate of how many tokens you've used and how much money that costs. Now, I do think it's giving you estimates in GPT 3.5, so it's going to be off by probably half. But still, you can tell like how much money you're running up on your OpenAI key just by having that at the top, which is pretty nice. Going over to settings here, you can actually change the model. So I have it on GPT-4. You can change it to like 32K if you want to. You can go back to 3.5. And then down here, they also have the ability to export and import data. So like once you have all your chats, you can just download them all and use them locally if you want to. Let me make a new chat. I don't like that jokingly thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and say like informative. And then over here, I'll just say informative as well. And then I'll say concise. So again, let's just do the same prompt and figure out what it tells us about the best UI framework. So it's saying Vue is praised for its simplicity and learning curve, while Angular is a comprehensive framework offering a complete toolkit, but with a steeper learning curve. It's recommended to explore these options. Now, I'm not sure what this prompt stuff is. If I go to prompts, new prompt, what exactly is this? Create a prompt. Oh, I think these are just like templates or starting places if you wanted to. So like, if there's something that you're doing in a lot of workflows, you could potentially make a prompt about it. So give me 5 example product names for the following, and then I'll save it as like product name generator. Save that, and then once you save that, I would have hoped that modal would have gone away when I clicked that, but whatever. You can make a new chat from that prompt, and I'll say the product is for project management, where people or teams can use it to track their online SaaS products. Go ahead and do that. Task track, SaaS Manage Pro, Project Pulse, Team Tack, Online Oversight. I think that's about it. I just want to share this tool with you all. And also, if you use something different, I know there's a lot of these different like reskins that use OpenAI in the background. If there's something else that you think is much better, leave a comment to educate myself. I'm just looking for different tools to really just help my process when I'm coding out. Other than that, have a good day and happy coding.